Yamaha and Marine, Hanover, Pennsylvania. Northeast's largest express dealer and one of the largest express dealers in the nation. I'm Andy. I'm the express guy here at F&S. If you contact us, more than likely you'll be speaking with me. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough of a 2023 H18 Bass that just came in. This boat currently is for sale. Like all Expresses, they come with Express's custom-made aluminum trailer, which they make in-house and fits the boats spot on. 14-inch aluminum rims, radial tires. Upgrade, we got a matching spare and mount. Of course, LED lights are standard. And you'll see that the trailers fit the boat spot on. You take notice of the 4 bunks in the back. Like all Expresses, is partnered with a Yamaha. Max horsepower on this boat is a 115, and that's what it's on this one. This will run high 40s to 50 mile an hour with a 115, depending on how it's loaded and water conditions. Stainless prop. Another upgrade, we get all of our Express Hyperlift hulls with a jack plate, and this is a hydraulic jack plate. It's important to put a jack plate on these pad hulls, and the reason it's important is because it helps with performance, acceleration, mid-range, turning, even little things like clearances of cables. And this one has an upgrade to a hydraulic jack plate, so it'll help performance with being hydraulic and help you in shallows, and just little things like help you load and unload off the trailer as well. We talked about a Hyperlift pad hull, and what that means is that all Express boats come with a pad hull. It's called a Hyperlift hull. And in the very back of the boat, there is a pad that's about 12 inches wide and about 2 feet long. So when the boat's running fast, wide open with the motor trimmed out, the only thing that's in the water is the pad. That makes the boat go faster, and it makes it ride better because there's very little of the boat in the water. Express has quite a reputation for ride and handling, and it's because of this Hyperlift pad hull and how it's put together. You can also take note to the steps in the hull. It makes it turn very well, and the reverse chine. So with the reverse chines, it makes them very stable. A couple big guys can walk to the edge and it rocks very little, and it makes them turn on a dime. A conventional aluminum boat, when you turn it at fast speed, will skip like a rock. Expresses will turn immediately. In addition to the Hyperlift design, how all hulls are constructed, they are completely welded. There is no wood in any of the Expresses. And Express was the inventor of the all welded aluminum boat, and in my opinion still lead the industry today. And this is a cutout of what the hull looks like. So this is the floor, this is the bottom of the boat, cross members, and then foam is sprayed in between the floor and the bottom of the boat. That makes the boat a very quiet ride. And take note to the spray and liner. So all Expresses, on the top there is a spray and liner similar to a bed liner, and it's sprayed everywhere, and not just on top but underneath every hatch and in every compartment. It's all those little things combined that makes them ride and handle like a fiberglass boat. They compare to many fiberglass boats in the industry. Another upgrade with this boat is the appearance package. So this is the blue appearance package. So with that, you get blue stripes on the side of the boat, chrome logos, matching blue stripes on the seats, and then matching blue stripes on C-deck. C-deck is standard with the H17 and H18 boats. If you're not familiar with C-deck, that's this floor covering. It's very nice to walk on, very easy to clean, hooks don't snag in it, dries very quickly. It basically has all the advantages of carpet with none of the disadvantages. And even little things like down the road, if you damage the small panel, you can just replace that small panel. 18-gallon fuel tank. Several other upgrades with this boat as well. We see on the dash and the switch panel. First switch is your storage interior lights. So this has a lights kit, so all the compartments are lit, the live well is lit, and there's a light on the side of the console. That's an upgrade. Next two switches are for your live well. Of course, you have the standard pump-in live well, but then you also have recirc. So that's an upgrade with a separate pump that will recirculate just the water that's in the live well. And then you also have pump out. So that pump will also pump water out of the live well while you're in the water. Bilge pump. And then also we have an auto bilge pump with this boat, which again is an upgrade. So you have two bilge pumps, nav lights, and then your main power switch. Gauges, water pressure gauge and fuel gauge. And on the other side, peeking through the steering wheel there is tachometer and trim gauge. Upgraded to a Humminbird Helix 9 MSI, so 9-inch fish finder with side imaging at the console. And then we also upgraded from the standard trolling motor up to a Minn Kota Ultrex 80-pound MDI iPilot. Stainless steel foldable cleats, which is an upgrade. Most of the boats we get pretty well equipped like you see this boat for our H series boats. Like all boats here at F&S, we PDI them very thoroughly. And what that means is that every boat that comes from every factory, regardless of the brand, needs some help. There are things that need fixed from the factory and attention that needs to be put to the boats. And we go through every boat very thoroughly. And then in addition to that, we go to the water with every boat because there are certain things that can only be tested in the water, like fittings for live wells, propping, that type of thing. We go to the water with every boat before you get it to make sure it's as trouble-free as possible. And then we also go with many customers to the water to show you how to use your boat actually in the water. That's just standard. All these things are just standard practice here at F&S. We have a great service reputation. If you take note to our Google reviews and Facebook reviews, we have a great reputation. We're very proud of it. We try to give as good a customer service as we possibly can. Jumping in the boat. Baystar hydraulic steering, which is important to have hydraulic steering once you go to a 115 horsepower especially. You can get a better look at the console, all the switches. These boats are wide, 95-inch beams. For an 18-footer, this is a very wide boat with a lot of storage. Rod storage, you put about 6.5-foot rods in the rod storage. Middle compartment, side compartments, like I said, they're all lit. Comes standard with this cooler. All the H series boats come with a cooler. Jumping to the back of the boat. Take note, there's a sea deck down in the cockpit. That is an upgrade. Underneath the driver and passenger seats is big storage area, if you can see that. Behind the driver passenger is where the live well is. And like I said, is a recirced and pump out live well upgraded with this model. The very rear compartment is where the fuel tank is housed, batteries, and charger. It's wet in here because I just washed this boat. We do a lot of electronics upgrades here at F&S. We welcome that. We do a lot of additional front mount fish finders, either single or multiples at the console, shallow water anchors, lithium batteries. We do a ton of upgrades here, and feel free to shoot me a line and I'd be glad to explain everything and kind of walk you through how that works. Like I said, this boat is currently for sale, but then we also normally have boats already on order as well. If you want a different color or different setup, we can do either special order or if we have boats already on order, they can be reserved. And the boats already on order can normally be changed depending on when exactly they're going to be built. But shoot me a line and I'd be glad to explain what that means. I appreciate you watching. Our contact information is at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to shoot me a line. Have a good day. Thank you.